Good morning from the Disney Magic. Hey guys, so I'm editing at my coffee shop right now. I had to step outside because I needed to come on and do my little editing Brittany talk. I was kind of like off my game that morning after I filmed that first clip because I did not really sleep well the night before. I wasn't motion sick, but I was very, very conscious of the rocking of the ship, that it triggered my anxiety a little bit. Like while I was laying in bed, I was tired, but because I was feeling the ship, I was feeling really weird. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Like my anxiety gets really bad in the lead up to my period. I think that's like one of the big PMS symptoms that I've been dealing with lately as a 30-something-year-old adult. So when I was laying in bed that night, feeling the ship rocking, I was scared that something was gonna happen to us, and it was really irrational. I know I acknowledge it was irrational. I acknowledged then when I was laying down that it was an irrational thought, but for some reason my brain just was not having it. Something weird happened too on embarkation day that was also like in my mind. When I was checking out the adult area, y'all saw it in the last video, there was a time where I was like giving a little tour of the adult area on the ship, the adult pool deck. I was approached by another person. I saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, I love your Spirit jersey. And she was like, thank you. By the way, if we have really crappy weather on this ship, it's because of me. And I was like, what? I did not ask for this information, by the way. I just complimented her Spirit jersey and she was like, yeah, everywhere I go, every time I go on a vacation, I bring bad weather. And she was telling me about how she went to Disneyland and it snowed, and how she went to Florida and it was really cold, and like all this random stuff. That was part of what was in my mind in the middle of the night. This girl unknowingly brought out my anxiety too. I'm not blaming it totally on her. If she ever sees this, I don't know who she is, but she's obviously a Disney fan. So I'm like, I'm not blaming you, but that fueled my anxiety as well. We fully intended not to sign up for the Wi-Fi package while we were on the cruise because we wanted to like disconnect. But at like 1 or 2 in the morning, I ended up signing up for the Wi-Fi anyway, just because like I needed something to distract me. Like I could not get to sleep at all. So what was I gonna say? Like the whole point of this is that usually when I have my anxious thoughts in the middle of the night, like I stream really calming music on Spotify, or I'd read something, or there's usually something that I do to like get to sleep, but at that point I didn't have it. So I downloaded the internet. I read, you know, my I don't want to say what I was reading because y'all are gonna judge me, but basically it's like Disney tea. So I was reading my Disney gossip site, and I eventually went to sleep for like a couple of hours, and then I woke up at like 5 in the morning. So I was like completely out of it. I was a bit of a mess, but things got better. Like after that day, I think I felt a lot better, but that first moment was not great.
Lobster Ravioli. If you don't have a recipe, you can raise up your hands and I can bring you one. Maritza! Let's give her a big round of applause, please. She's gonna be the one in charge today, in charge of this kitchen to make this lobster ravioli. And let me tell you a bit about her. So she has been working.
All ready for raviolis and wine? That's it. Well, as you said, my name is Maritza. I'm from Mexico. I've been here making magic at sea for 3 years already, and I love it. I love it to be here. I love it. And of course. Okay, so in the beginning you've been listening that we are on board. Well, you are on board. So, and in this crew we have 2,300 guests. And for all of you behind the scenes, I want to keep it all. And let's leave this on the side once it's.
Eggeting Brittany is back, and I just want to say that I'm mad at us for letting Elio flop in the theaters because that was such a good movie. I didn't realize what Elio was about. I think the problem was on the part of Disney's marketing, because going into the movie I knew it was something about aliens, but I didn't really know what the whole deal was. And I think if Disney did a better job explaining what the gist of Elio was, or like what I was getting into before the movie, I probably would have chosen to go to the theaters and watch it then, because it was such a heartwarming movie. I loved the character of Elio. He was really cute, he was really sweet. I really loved Glorden. Glorden was adorable. Like, if you haven't seen Elio, it's already out on Disney Plus right now. Give it a watch, because I don't understand why these Pixar movies are flopping when they're good. It was giving me a cross between Lilo and Stitch and WALL-E. It was like Lilo and Stitch, but with more space elements. So if you kind of like vibe with those two movies, I think you would really like Elio. Definitely check it out. We went to Cabanas again for lunch, and what's really pretty is that we are right at the back of the ship. And here's what my mom got. She got a lot of seafood. Y'all, I'm just enjoying, even though you can't really see it, the sunset's happening. Just chilling on our balcony and watching the waves go by. My mom's taking a nap and I'm just here, you know, relaxing. We're gonna go and see the show Twice Charmed. Yeah, I'm just here relaxing with all of this. We're gonna go see the show Twice Charmed at 6, and then we have dinner at Animator's Palate at 8:15 after that. So we're just taking it a little bit easier because neither of us really slept well last night, but it's still, it feels so relaxing to not have to be like, the sea is really starting to look ominous now. It's still really cool. You can see how the ship just like makes the waves like rush by. I don't want to get too close to like a balcony because I feel like I'm the person who would drop her phone overboard. Heck no. All right, y'all, so we're heading to see Twice Charmed, and we're going to Animator's Palette afterwards. So of course I'm wearing this dress. This is one of my favorite dresses from Stitch Shop by Loungefly with Sorcerer Mickey. I'm really hoping that he comes out tonight. He's probably not going to, knowing my luck, but that's okay. I feel fabulous. All right, we're here ready to watch Twice Charmed. Cinderella. Jumping in to talk about Twice Charmed really quickly. Once again, highly recommend the show. This is a Cinderella sequel where it shows, I mean, I don't want to give the whole show away, but basically it shows what could happen if someone else used magic to manipulate that situation. So if you think about what the traditional Cinderella story is, it's basically what if someone else had a fairy godparent and what would they do with that power. It's just a really cool story. I like the whole what if element of it. I definitely recommend that you check it out. They're just so talented. Like all the performers are really talented. The costuming was amazing. The set was amazing. I actually think I like this show a little bit more than Rapunzel the musical. So definitely a highlight of the Disney Magic. Check it out, please. Are you ready for some 80s music trivia? Let's hope that we win.
Yeah, very good. Some of you I met yesterday. Some of you I'm meeting for the first time. Yes, let's do it. Yes. Question. Walk like an Egyptian. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. Your weird cousins would say on Facebook. It's really funny.
My mom's favorite plate and knife. She loves this knife. She bought some on our last cruise. I got the famous black truffle corsets that everyone gets, and my mom got the serrano ham. So we started eating already, but I ordered some Indian food. I do want to talk about this experience with this Indian food though. So we were talking to another crew member earlier at Cabanas, and he was being really nice and he was trying to like give us suggestions for things. So he offered to put in an order for us for our entrees tonight. What he did not explain is that we could not put in an order early for the regular entrees on the menu. So my mom ordered something that was on the menu. I ordered this curry. And they thought that we both wanted the curry, so now my mom has to wait for her tuna steak that's on the original menu. So this is kind of sad. I feel bad because I think that like our servers are a little exasperated with us this evening, but that guy did not explain properly like what was happening. So anyway, let me try the curry and see if it's good. Hey guys, so I wanted to come and clarify about the curry thing. I don't want anyone to, oh, I'm sorry, the sun is like in a weird position, but I don't want anyone to think that like we were upset with the crew member that gave us the suggestion about the curry and pre-ordering stuff. I'm glad that they were offering different options to help, because I personally wasn't feeling the entrees on a lot of the menus at the rotational dining. And that's not like anyone's fault or whatever. I'm just picky when it comes to like what I want to eat. And the curry sounded really appealing to me. So I'm glad that I got that suggestion. Let's just get that right out of the way. I have no regrets about ordering the curry. It tasted so good. I didn't even like do a review, but that curry was amazing. The chicken, it was like a chicken dish and then a vegetarian dish. So the chicken dish tasted like a Caribbean curry. I think some Jamaican or Trini was in the kitchen making this curry at that point in time. Plane is overhead. Yeah, it tasted like a Caribbean curry, which was amazing. I just wish that the communication was a little bit better about my mom's food, just because I felt really bad, you know, eating my food and like her waiting for her food to arrive. Like I don't want to get anyone in trouble or anything. Like I still really appreciate that crew member. We talked to him. at different times throughout the cruise, and he was really cool. So yeah, anyway, I highly recommend though, like if you're into curry, get it, because I got it for 2 nights and it was 2 different types of curry, sorry, 4 different types of curry that I got to try, and it was really good, and the crew members seemed really excited to hook me up with this little hack. So try it out if you want to.
The wishing star. Figaro, you know what I wish.
I cannot believe I'm doing this.
Thank you. Dinner at Animator's Palate. It was great. Y'all know I was looking forward to this dinner, especially because I wanted to see Sorcerer Mickey. I had the dress on and I was hoping that I was going to be able to like catch him or meet him or something, right? I just wish that parents were more accountable when it comes to looking after their kids, because this little girl, this little girl completely like wrecked the performance. So y'all saw Mickey come out. We were kind of in like a corner because I guess they figured, hey, this is 2 adult women, no kids. They don't need to be put in the center. But I kind of felt like Mickey was supposed to come over by us, right? As soon as Mickey Mouse came out, this little girl from our neck of the woods in the dining room, I didn't show their table or anything, but she ran. She saw Mickey and she just sprinted to go and find him. She ran up to Mickey and was like pulling at his robes, because you know he was in like the Sorcerer Mickey outfit. He's got that red robe on. She was like pulling his robes off and like chasing him down. The crew members serving had to go and like grab her because her family was just like off, like do. They weren't paying attention to her, or they just didn't care. Maybe they thought that she could do that, but it basically wrecked the performance. And I kind of think that Mickey was supposed to like pass by our table, but because she threw him off, she was like trying to beat him up or something. Because of that, like he didn't come our way at all, so I didn't get a good video of Mickey, and I was a little disappointed. PSA, y'all people with kids need to control your kids, because that's just not okay. I know it's Disney and I know it's supposed to be like family entertainment, it's supposed to be fun for the kids. Y'all gotta make sure that your kids are like well behaved. I'm sorry if you guys see this. We were totally judging y'all and giving you the side eye, because why is your child running after Mickey Mouse? Like, why didn't y'all stop her before? The only time the parents got up to get the child was after the crew members had to grab her away from Mickey, and they were kind of like giving off the attitude that they weren't happy about the crew members stopping her from doing what she was doing. So sadly, Mickey didn't come our way. At least I kind of got to see him, and it was really cute. I knew from the time that they started playing the Fantasmic music that he was gonna come out, and I was like, ah, but didn't get to see him. That was a fail. But anyway, that was that. Ooh. Aww.
You look fantastic.
Thank
Is that
you.
Animator Mickey?
Yes, it
I
is.
hope you ate an animator.
Thank you, Daisy. Oh my gosh.
I know, she's
That's like the
so
best
nice.
compliment ever. So we're in Fathoms again. for Majority Minds, one of those game type shows. But we just spoke with the cruise director. He was really nice.
From Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes. And he was like, I will take care of you, or whatever he said. Yeah, Joel. Joel was cool. So hopefully you have a cruise with Joel too. One more thing I want to interject here is that I want to shout out specifically Gwen with the adult entertainment. Gwen was amazing. We went to her programming a lot during this cruise because she was just so great. Like, I loved her humor, and I just loved how she hosted a lot of these different game shows and trivia events for the adults. Anyway, the best thing that we could have done on this cruise was go to see Match Your Mate. Match Your Mate was hilarious, you guys. Basically, it's like the dating game, kind of, where a couple would go up and they separate them. So I didn't record all of this because it was a lot going on, but basically it would be a couple going up. She chose the couple that was together for the least amount of time, the couple that was together for the most amount of time, and then a couple who wanted it badly enough. And you guys, the couple who wanted it badly enough was like the daughter of the couple who was together the longest. So you could imagine there was a mom and dad, their daughter and her boyfriend answering scandalous questions about each other for this show. You cannot get better entertainment than that. And I wish I could go into more detail. Y'all probably don't care too much about like the details of this, but I have never laughed harder in my life. There were so many awkward moments. There were so many hilarious moments. You could not, like, I don't think reality TV could come up with better entertainment than that. So highly recommend Match Your Mate if you go on a Disney cruise. I think they have it on all the cruises. I don't know if you're gonna get as wild of a time as I did, because I don't know anyone who would see their parents get cast in this show and then work so hard to get involved in the show. I don't know. I want to say more, but I feel like it's a lot and the sun is burning my face, so I'm not gonna say any more. But highly recommend. Please watch Match Your Mate. Please, I beg you. If you do anything, if you're an adult, sorry, because this is an 18+ activity. If you're an adult and you go on a Disney cruise, that's my biggest suggestion for you. Go watch Match Your Mate. Don't miss it.